Hi, today we're coming to you from inside the garage. In a typical Canadian fall, one minute it's raining and the next minute the sun's out. Right now the sun's out, but I can't count on it staying out, so we're doing it in here. Archie the A has just come back from another trip. We had a color tour to Minden, Ontario with the Trillium chapter of the Model A Club of Canada. But for the time being, we have to finish our trip to Michigan. Or actually, in this case, it'll be our trip back from Michigan. For the second part of our two-part series on our trip to Michigan for Model A Days at the Gilmore Museum, I'll be showing you inside the Model A Museum. Unfortunately, my pictures from inside the museum are not the best because it was busy in there, so you get a lot of the pictures of the back ends of Model A's. I'm sorry about that. Sometime we'll hopefully do a better job of just the Model A Museum when it's quieter. And I also took a lot of pictures of cars in the rest of the museum, but we'll leave that for a separate video, just to see all the beautiful cars that are at the Gilmore Museum. Also, there will be our trip back, so there'll be a lot of Model A driving through this. I have to thank Pat T for all the video, because on the way home neither my wife Pat or I thought of taking any video during the return trip. So there'll be a lot of Model A driving. I hope you don't mind it. I hope you enjoy it. Check it out. It shows corner cars better than in the first video. And keep an eye out for camels and dromedaries. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon. Bye now. Part of the activities on Friday evening was a trip to the Kellogg Bird Sanctuary as well as the Kellogg Manor House. We have some pictures of the birds and the house itself. While at the Bird Sanctuary, they had a pulled pork dinner for everybody that you paid for ahead of time, and that included admission to the sanctuary and the house. This house was owned by Kellogg's, or Mr. Kellogg, who invented the Kellogg cereal brand. He invented cornflakes. This is just their summer house, not a regular mansion. Quite the place, isn't it? Here we have the cars inside the Model A Museum building. I didn't get a lot of good pictures because it was so busy. As shown in the previous video, this is an interactive simulator that shows people how to start a Model A Ford. Here are some of the ladies from our group checking it out. I've included it here because it is indeed inside the Model A Museum building. This is an interesting diorama depicting the assembly line and a showroom from the Model A Ford era. It's all done with Hubley Model A Fords. This is an original Model A taxicab. I tried to get good pictures of the interior, but there was too much glare off the glass, so it's hard to see. This is a Pien 10-pole airplane. It uses a Model A engine as its motive power. This is another cool diorama using Hubley Model A's as the basis. Somebody put a lot of work into this. This is a very cool Ford Victoria in a similar color scheme to my car. My main interest in this, as you can probably see, is I was wondering how he got the mirrors on there, because I'd really like a set similar to this. While not everybody's cup of tea, this very cool rat rod style hot rod had a very interesting modified Model A motor. That's awesome. This is Archie the A at the replica Shell station on the Gilmore grounds. These pictures were taken the day we departed Hastings, Michigan. There's our cars plus 3 American ones, 2 on one end and the Burgundy truck on the other. The Burgundy truck led us both days down to the Gilmore Museum and back again. This is our mileage before departing the Holiday Inn in Hastings. This will show how far we traveled until we got home. This is a nice little pub next to our hotel in Sarnia, Ontario. We spent a delightful evening there, being thankful to be back home in Canada. This is an Ontario car ferry called the Gimaan, Jiimaan. It seemed to be out of commission, but it was interesting to see. One of our cars lost its clutch. You can see it in the background, a blue car with a beige roof. It was towed by another Model A to the restaurant where we had our lunch. The next two clips will show it being towed to the parking lot.
Good there. He pulled her right along as fast as he could in his driver.
There you are.
This is our final mileage on Archie the A. In total, we drove 942 miles. Pretty amazing for a 92-year-old car that had been off the road for 10 years.